And it is Arsenal, unbeaten in the Premier League since the opening weekend, after that defeat against Liverpool, who get a new boy and youngster anymore. This is Sanchez, away from Ashley Williams. Walcott going on ahead of him. Too strong for Walcott, gathered by Stekelenburg.
That's a great example of how quick Arsenal, the crowd getting a bit restless, frustrated with them.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, Monreal on the overlap, squared it to Ozil. It's just slightly behind the German.
It's Arsenal in free-flowing form, isn't it? They outnumber Everton down the side. There's an overlap. Coleman can't do anything about it, really. It's an excellent ball, pullback by Monreal, and Ozil, the ball was a little bit behind him. Inevitably, it was going to go up in the air with the strike, but a little bit of a let-off for it.
Valencia. Good advantage from Mark Clattenburg. Valencia goes on. Lukaku's onside. This is a chance for Everton. The final ball from Romelu Lukaku wasn't what Everton required.
That's fantastic determination by Valencia to break through. Positive movement. Got brought down but back up, and it's a lovely pass through to Lukaku. And I just wonder, he's onside. You can see Lennon there. Rather than checking out, he took the same position.
It is to be Alexis Sanchez, deflected, and Stekelenburg couldn't keep it out. And Arsenal lead, and Alexis Sanchez has his 14th goal of the season, and his first for Arsenal against Everton, and the Gunners are in front.
You said as he stepped up to strike it, it was dangerous. It certainly was. It proved the case. Wasn't the best free kick. It's gone through Williams' leg. It's gone through his legs, caught him on one foot, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. The free kick, obviously, he's gone for that post that Stekelenburg's covering. Got no chance whatsoever. Does well to get a hand on it at all. It's a soft goal from an Everton perspective, but Arsenal won't care.
To defend this corner. It was Valencia who got his head to it, unable to direct it.
Didn't quite work out there whether Valencia was trying to head that on target or flick it on. Bit awkward, that header.
"28 games he's gone without scoring." From Everton. Here's Lennon. Still Lennon.
Confused himself.
Off target.
He confused himself there, Aaron Lennon, in an excellent position. And he's got the Arsenal defenders backtracking. He's in control of that situation until the point, as you rightly say, leaning back, his body's off balance, and he skews it wide. But again, it's not difficult, is it? We've seen...
Always knew deep down they'd need a goal against Arsenal, and that is the case. Here's Lukaku.
Bit too eager there, wasn't he, Lukaku, again? Got into an excellent position. Everton recovering the ball well. Good early pass, one-on-one. Just wonder there whether he could have tried to attack Gabriel on the inside and then take him back outside to get a better angle on the shot.
Barkley. Arsenal, everybody back to defend it. And he didn't really defend it. In came Lennon, and he couldn't find the target.
A real whip on it, this ball in from Barkley. It bounces right in front of Monreal, and it's a little setback by Jagielka. As Lennon's approaching it, the slightest touch. He couldn't sort his feet out quickly enough.
And on that kind of rubbish, and has been asked many times in recent years. Baines. Right-footed cross. Free header, 1-1. Seamus Coleman with his third goal of the season to equalise for Everton.
There's an example how the game's changed a little bit since my time. Full-back to full-back. One crossing, one finishing. It's a tremendous ball in, something out of nothing really. Leighton Baines, he always works hard. In this occasion, gets a little bit of space, comes onto his right foot. It is a perfect ball into the penalty area, right on that 6-yard line. The goalkeeper can't come out. Anybody attacking it is favourite, and all Coleman has to do is get the slightest of touches to keep it going in the direction it's travelling. Gives Petr Cech no chance.
He was heading it in. Ozil. Well, there is the half-time whistle. It will actually come at a bad time for Everton because their tails were up. Arsene Wenger's team pegged back after that deflected effort from Sanchez, and temperatures rising as the two teams leave the field. Seamus Coleman and Mesut Ozil having to be separated as they go down the tunnel, and this is continuing as well. Oh, a little unsavoury. Arsenal's frustration at conceding that equaliser there for all to see. Coming up on Premier League half-time, Liam McHugh, Robbie Earle and Kyle Martino have first-half highlights and analysis, plus the highlights from the first half at the Vitality Stadium. That is all coming up on Premier League half-time, presented by in the second half.
The way they played the last period of the first half, Steve, Everton.
Walcott. Sanchez. Walcott's waiting. He's trying to stay onside. There he is. He wanted it a little bit earlier.
Lovely movement between the four of them there, though. Alexis Walcott linking up nicely. Ozil there, adjusting himself and still finding the pass. And the ball in, to be fair to Everton.
Coleman. Coquelin nipped in. And saw Alexis. He's looking for Walcott. Ozil! Well, a man of his quality, in his kind of form, you would have expected the German to hit the target there.
There's Coquelin working terrifically to hunt the ball, and it's an excellent pullback by Alexis now. Ozil had one in the first half where the ball was behind him and he played over the bar, couldn't do much with it. He's trying to hit that inch perfect into the top corner. He doesn't need to take that risk, and in terms of the margin for error, he just had to...
With interest as Jagielka finds Lukaku. Now Barkley, one thing in his mind. And he wasn't too far away.
He's done it a couple of times in this second half. Lukaku held a long ball up well, and this link-up play, excellent cushion chest down to Barkley. Got it out of his feet well, and certainly had Petr Cech interested in that shot. Good strike.
Valencia was an excellent first touch. Coleman wanted it back. Valencia trying to find Lukaku instead. It was Gabriel sliding in. Gathered safely in the end by Cech.
Once again, positive play down this right-hand side. Koscielny there nearly got an up.
With Gabriel, and he's beaten him. And it's Lukaku's strength and power. And it's into the side netting, deflected. Everton corner.
That's fantastic to see him in those situations. He gets turned, one-on-one situation with Gabriel, who's no slouch, but the power, pace and control of his big touches gets him...
McCarthy had a swing. He's found Lukaku. Always wanted it on his left side. Coleman takes over, blocked by Monreal. Another Everton corner.
Well, it's suddenly all about Everton, isn't it? I think it was that attempt and run by Lukaku that's motivated the team again, got them thinking positively. He's so direct, Lukaku, and Monreal.
Alexis on the move again. Early cross. Iwobi. Wide in the end.
That's a good break by Arsenal. Alexis obviously has come over to this left side, and he likes to operate in that channel. Gets behind the full-back, drags the centre-back out. And Iwobi, who's playing a bit narrower than Walcott was when he was on, finds himself just on the edge of the 6-yard box. He's got that striker's instinct, hasn't he?
Calvert-Lewin back to him. Garner trying to slide it through to Morales.
I'd like him to have taken the shot on there. Unselfish, but occasionally you need to be selfish. It's wonderful link-up play. 1-2, and
pulled the cleat to take this one. Oh, it dropped! Terrific save from Cech. He's had nothing to do all night. He denied Jagielka there.
And again, the ball drops down. Look at Arsenal marking. The ball could go anywhere this time.
Barkley again. In came Williams. Ashley Williams with his first Everton goal to put them 2-1 in front. His last goal back in March against Arsenal. He scored against them again. And Arsenal trying to go to the top of the table, trail 2-1.
There haven't been many deliveries from Ross Barkley from corners that have gone beyond the far post. This is the first one I can remember that's arrived on that 6-yard line, middle of the goal. And with the quality of that ball in, you're always going to give one of your players a chance to get a run on the defender. Williams does that, and all he has to do in that situation is make sure he picks one side and commits to it. He does that, makes the finish look comfortable.
Look what it means to players. What have Arsenal got left? In from Alexis. Stecklenburg held it. Giroud trying to get a touch to it.
Oh, it's another delightful ball in. We've seen quite a few in-swingers in tonight's game. Once again, Alexis gets his head up. Giroud makes a terrific run.
Barkley. He's gone on, Ross Barkley. He tried to catch out Cech at his near post.
Two players at the far post, Steve. I mean, it's great work by Barkley. Stay positive. And you see there's Calvert-Lewin at the far post and Morales. Even if you're going to shoot from there, aim for the goalkeeper's right-hand side if you get...
Oh, well, that was Jagielka, who's already been shown the yellow card. He's getting another one, and he's going to be sent off. 2 yellow cards for the Everton captain. His recall to the team ends with a sending off. This is why.
Oh, it's cynical, isn't it? Pulls him back. He's got no pace, Jagielka.
Bournemouth have beaten Leicester by 1-0. Highlights coming in goal zone. As that's lifted in towards Cech, and it was his opposite number, Stecklenburg, who got there first. Iwobi, last minute of stoppage time. Desperate Everton defending. Calvert-Lewin's miskicked it. Xhaka. Iwobi. In from Alexis. Stecklenburg came. Oh, and Iwobi denied. Arsenal thought they'd equalised. Then they were looking for a penalty, and it's not given. Checks out of his goal, and Bellerin will get there before Lukaku, or will he? Lukaku's got an open goal. Checks desperately trying to get back. It's Ross Barkley to seal it. Mirallas, he can't get there. Extraordinary. Xhaka back. And it remains 2-1. What a 30 seconds that was.
I've got my head in my own hands here. I'm just...
Everton supporters baying for the whistle. Lucas Perez to Sanchez. Twisting, turning. Can Lucas Perez keep it in? He can't. And there's the whistle. And Everton have won for just the second time in 11 Premier League games. And Arsenal have been beaten for just the second time all season. And for the first time since the opening day of the season, Ashley Williams